So you may note that when I play on a lot of Genshin accounts, I kind of tend to start neglecting them after a while. It happened with Claymore, and you know, that account just kind of got dropped in the end because I just couldn't deal with it anymore. And then, you know, once I started focusing on Polearm more or Cryo more, Polearm started getting neglected with the more recent exploration. And well, when I was trying to focus on both Polearm and Cryo, and now also Claymore, mostly Cryo and Polearm, my main account has kind of just fallen into the background and has just been neglected as well. That being said, I was supposed to do the benchmark first, but we're gonna do it now. This, I mean, you already know it's 10 out of 10. You get to sit in Venti's hands. This is like an iconic bench, so like it gets a perfect rating. That being said, what we can say is really good about it. First of all, high up. I like the high up benches, so it certainly gets some extra points there. A pretty damn good view of Olamon stat. Again, the seat itself, I mean, you got like basically his pinky fingers are the cushions for your butt cheeks, right? I can almost imagine them being squishy rather than made of cement. And also, I mean, Venti, face, in the background. Fantastic. A great bench, honestly. 10 out of 10, have to say. This is probably the best bench in all of Teyvat. In fact, you know what? For the very special benches, we are going to have a pristine rating. In other words, they break the scale. So this is a pristine bench. That's definitely not the right word, but I don't care. This one breaks the mold. There we go. It breaks the scale. It breaks the scale. There we go. This is a bench that breaks the scale, goes above and beyond. It is a perfect bench. We have got a perfect bench. Anyways, so that being said, I have gone through some pretty drastic measures to fix this account. Like when I say it was starting to get bad, it was starting to get really bad. Like I have my few really well built characters, and then everyone else is built so badly that when I try to use them, I just give up because they're built poorly. Kind of how it works when your character isn't built good enough. You can't really use them. Yeah, and also I've started running out of materials. If you look over here with all of the Hutao and Farina and Shenhe shenanigans, so it is expected, but I have run out of energy nectars, which I mean, before I had like thousands of these, you know, like thousands of the no, not of these either. Yeah, you know, the green one. Like I had over 1,000, I think, of them. And then after leveling, it just kind of went down to really bad. Anyways, let me get my UI back. So I literally went through and I've cleared basically every single team that I had set up even. These are just special ones because, you know, like as you can see, they have special names. This is what I used to run, by the way. This was like what I ran back when I started Genshin. Like my first team was these four. Beta because I liked her, Bennett because I heard he was good, Chi-Chi because she was a 5-star, and Mona because she was a 5-star. But yeah, anyways, we need to worry about that. So with every team being reset, I have also done something else. That is, I have favorited the characters that I feel builds are at a point where I don't really want to change them. There might be like a couple of things that are slightly off. Like if you look at Faruzan and you go to her artifact set, it is Noblesse when she is the, I think you just need to have, wait, is it, which constellation is it? It is C6. Yeah, it's C6. It'll apply pressure. Yeah. C6, you can run her with an actually useful set being, where is it? Tenacity of the Millilith. You know the set, this one. That being said, all my pieces are very horrible because I've never run that domain. I never had a physical DPS, so I never felt the need to run it, nor did I have a shield. But yes, so every character that is here is built to a point where they are pretty easily like possible, right? I mean, Shenhe, technically she could go on and attack Sands, but she's good enough. Rightly, obviously, pretty damn good. But anyways, so you may think, wow, I had basically up to here half built, up to Tartaglia, not in terms of like the characters, but like as many as I had favorited and I considered built in quotations up to Tartaglia. So I had all of these, but not all of these characters. Again, just that amount of characters built, you know, built. Really, really poor builds, really thrown together, really chaotic. And the reason I've gotten to the point where I've just ripped everything off and I'm kind of starting from page 1 is because I started getting really frustrated because I had this thing, right? This is not my rights ratio 2 days ago. I was going through trying to shuffle stuff around and I just started noticing that there's just artifacts, right, that were not being used by anyone. And it's not that they were bad. Like I think I had them on this circlet or this circlet. Speaking of, there's Garming for some reason on a 19 defense circlet when he could be on this one. I knew I had to fix Garming a little. Whoops. But anyways, so this is what Raise was on, and this was just chilling here. He doesn't need really that much crit rate if they're going to be affected by cryo. Yeah, if I have him in a melt team, it isn't a perfect 100%, but he doesn't really need 3 crit rate. I mean, there you go. Now he's absolutely capping, but rather give him the attack sub and EM if you want to run him in a melt team. So I just started having artifacts lying around that weren't bad. In fact, they were better than some of the pieces I had equipped on characters, and it happened one too many times. This was the final straw, finding this thing lying around with 18% attack isn't nothing, right? I mean, look here. If I go and rip this off, just switch back to this one. That's some attack, right? That's something. Every little bit counts, especially when you're trying to build your characters properly. Then there's also some characters that I have unfavorited, but I didn't rip their artifacts off, gumming, because I feel they have the best they can, and I just need to make sure they do. This they say is better, which technically yes, but I think with this ER problems, I can't really do it. And then this one again, ER. It's, yeah, even though this one is better, again, it isn't even really better. It isn't better. It's got a bit more crit rate, but on a plunge, I think on a plunge he's anyways overcapping 20 plus 56 crit rate. Gosh, yeah, he's overcapping on a plunge, so he doesn't need more crit rate. In other words, we can probably take this back to this so that we can give this to Lynette, who will probably be rebuilding because I want her back on her set. Okay, in terms of characters that we want to build, priorities go to Gumming. Let's just go ahead and refavorite him again, because I feel like he's good enough. Lolly is going to be sorted out a bit. This is also mostly just artifact rearranging, because this is more of an intro video. The full video will be out later after Polarm's Escoffier building. It's mostly just artifact rearranging, making sure like everything they have is leveled here and there. We're not really going to be looking into talents. It's not really the characters are horrible. It's mostly just this account is so chaotic. And I am going to be trying to level up weapons, which brings me to slow and steady degradation? No. The character, if you don't play an account, and if you don't do stuff that should be done daily, your account slowly gets worse and worse, right? Technically, you should do some ley lines every day. It's just how it is. You really should just go every day, run a couple of more ley lines, you know, spend like 40 resin on Mora, 40 resin on books, if you plan to build characters, obviously. And if you don't plan to build characters, you don't need to run the books, but you do still have to run the Mora because you need it for artifact raising. And then the rest goes to artifact. That's how I would say an account should be run. And that's how I'm going to be running it from here on out. But then in terms of things that are free, resin wise at least, doing your daily forges. This is something that I could recommend for everyone, because see, the actual enhancement ores you can get from the battle pass, the free version that is nothing really, right? So anyways, that rant over, I'm gonna start farming rocks every single day, which is gonna take probably like a good 30 minutes a day, maybe to an hour. So yeah, there's that. I'm basically doing this whole video to say I'm gonna be pretty busy, so there's going to be Escoffier videos aren't going to come out instantly, because I'm trying to manage accounts, because they're kind of falling into deep pits. They're going into disrepair. Disrepair, is disrepair a word? I think so. But anyways, so I've already kind of figured out how I can rotate farming these and farming these to the point where I can constantly craft. So yeah, and also these are kind of fun to farm because you just farm them in the water. Anyways, that being said, that's the final character I'm going to do in this one, because I wanted to get this video done quickly. And then I will go over everything else. Maybe I should include the routes I use for farming. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll make a video doing the rest of the characters and including the farming routes for the ores if anybody cares about that. Obviously, I don't have to alternate the farming of the ores, but I want 3 different routes so I can set an alarm each day and I can just do a different route every day. I'll put like an alarm and then I'll have the order, so I'll have this one, then this one, then this one, so that, you know, it works out that I can do it daily and I don't forget. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I think that's the best idea. But yeah, constant chaos. I've been struggling for a while now to manage everything. Coming to the end of this patch and the end of me doing the event, I am going to completely put polearm in a locker. I think I have to. If I want Claymore to work, I'm going to have to put polearm in a box, not even bother with events. I don't know, maybe do dailies and just ignore events. As I've said with that account though, there's not really much I can do for the current characters. I don't know, it's tough, it's tough. Maybe, yeah, I can see if we can clear Abyss one more time with polearm and then go from there. But I'm honestly not sure. See, I don't want to stop playing the account completely, but the thing is, if I stop playing it, it currently has like 0 funds. So if I'm going to drop it and then think I can pick it back up when a new character releases, I don't think that's really gonna work. So yeah, I don't know what to do. Oh, missing person poster up here. Yes, people are gonna see that. But yeah, you can say what you think if you care. That being said, I'm probably gonna just put polearm in a box temporarily. But yeah, that's about all for this one. This is just short explanation to what I'm doing. I'm basically just rearranging my account because I've gotten completely confused. I've half built so many characters. Looking for artifacts is a pain because I'll find something really good sitting on a Tartaglia that isn't built. Yeah, for now that's it. I'll brief you on the rest of it soon. So yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you do have an amazing rest of your day. And bye bye. Bush sponge. I forgot about you. I'm so sorry. I'm just gonna leave. That I forgot. Right, dude. Okay. Yeah. Ciao, ciao.